Hello there, it's Mosrev or Mika, because today we are filming the first transgender vlog. And it will be about what I expect to happen on testosterone. I would have filmed this video exactly a month before I expected to start T, but I got corona, so here I am a week later. I have my computer over here, so I will sometimes be looking over there so I can just read the notes I have. Otherwise, this will probably just mostly be fun for me to watch. But if you like it, stick around and I'll try to make these updates when I actually also start T. First, a little bit about what the plan is. I was accepted for testosterone in September, and I've had one nurse appointment since then, and on November the 22nd I will have my doctor's appointment. And nurse said I could probably see myself with the receipt in my hand for testosterone after that. So that is what my estimated start date for testosterone is, November 22nd, 2023. So yeah, what do I expect will happen on T? Now, I have found a very helpful table from the Gender GP website with the expected changes the first year on T. And I have tried to reorder them, so I start with talking about the things I am least excited about, and then end with what I'm actually really wanting to happen on T. After that, I will talk about what my therapist and other trans people have mentioned that is not on this list. So that is what we'll do. First up, we have skin oiliness and acne, which would be expected to happen within the first month to the first half year. And I have been dealing with acne basically all my adult life and teenage years, so I'm not really anticipating it one way or the other. Next up, we have that periods will stop happening after 2 to 6 months. And some people might think, wait a minute, why isn't this higher on your list? But that is because I'm not really getting that much dysphoria from my periods. They mostly just annoying because they hurt and immobilize me. So that would be nice, but there are things I'm more excited about. The next one is basically bottom growth from 3 to 6 months is the expected happenstance of that, and I'm going back and forth whether I am really excited about it or just indifferent, because some days I kind of want to be more androgynous down there, and other days I'm not thinking about it. The next one is actually the one I'm most worried about, and that is that I will experience hair loss within the first year on T, because I had a grandfather who was bald when he was 30 and I am 28. So yeah, there's always risk there, but I am on minoxidil, so to try to combat the problem before it gets to be a problem. So hopefully that will be enough. And now we get to the top 3, where the first one is increased muscle mass and strength. I have been working out a little bit because I'm quite tired of my arms looking like noodles. So I'm a little curious to see what will happen on T. But it's not my first priority. I lied before, that was actually my top 4. Now we get to my top 3. Starting with a deeper voice that will happen anticipated that is within the first 3 months to a year. And now some days I actually quite enjoy my voice and find it to be very androgynous, and other days I'm not liking it very much and feel like it's way too feminine. So on the days where maybe it's actually showing my gender identity that it is more fluid like that, because the days where I like the voice, maybe that's days where I'm myself more androgynous in my identity. And on those days I am curious to see what happens to my voice, but not really excited about it. But on the days where my gender identity is very, very masked, I'm very much looking forward to see what it does to my voice. So that is why it's only number 3. Number 2 is facial hair and body hair. You may see I have made a mascara beard here, and that is because I really enjoy how facial hair looks on me. So I'm very, very excited to see what real facial hair will do to me. And also arm hair, leg hair, all of that, I'm very excited. The only thing that I'm a little less excited about, and I've heard that is what will happen first, is ass hair. Then we get to number 1, and no contest, is body fat redistribution. And that is said to happen within the first 3 to 6 months. And that is because my body has always put on weight in a very feminine way. I mean, the lower body, like hips and legs and so on. And of course, boobs. And I would really, really like to actually come closer to what my mind says is the ideal body for me, and that is a pole. No curves. And so if I just fill up in the middle and take a little bit from the hips and the legs, it should be fine. Yeah, that was all from the Gender GP table. Now we go on to things my therapist has mentioned and other trans people have mentioned. The first one is increased appetite and possible weight gain because of that. And if it wasn't because I have already tried actively to lose weight, so I have the chance to get on a wait list for top surgery within a year to a year and a half, because my country is weird with BMI and stuff, I wouldn't mind this one. But because of me already being very, very conscious about not putting on too much weight, I'm a little bit skeptical about this one, and I really hope it won't be too bad, or at least that I can control it. Increased libido. Here's one thing about me, I'm very ace. So this one is actually one I'm more curious about than anything else. But that is a very, very low curiosity. Mostly I'm indifferent. Because if something happens, well, something will happen and I will figure it out. But I'm not like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I have an idea what to do. I say now, and maybe in 3 months' time I am going crazy. But we'll see, we'll see. Then I have change in mood, especially being more aggressive or less able to cry. And this one I'm mostly curious about, especially the crying part, because I've always been a big crier. So I'm very curious to see if that changes when I start testosterone. The more aggressive part, I can be very aggressive, at least I feel like it in my own mind. So hopefully I will still be okay to be around, but we'll see. And the last one I have is change in sexuality. As I mentioned, I'm very much ace, so I don't think that will change. But if it ends up changing, I'll take it from there. It's not like I am married to the idea of being ace forever. I know that sexuality and gender identity is fluid, so when my body is changing on T, maybe my sexuality will too. Yeah, that was it. Kinda, because I also want to talk about testosterone updates. Because I kind of have a fun idea with those. I have really anticipated making those. I will make the normal-ish content with shorts where I say, hi, my name is Mika and this is my voice. 1 day on T, 1 week on T, 2 weeks on T, months on T, years on T. You know the drill. But I also want to record covers of the same song every time I make an update. Now, I'm not sure if I'll post the full cover every time, but I will try to edit together little clips so you can hear in real time how my voice is changing. And I know exactly what song I will sing because this was one of my childhood favorite songs from one of my childhood favorite movies. It is Bryan Adams' Here I Am from the movie Spirit. And yeah, I was a big horse guy when I was younger. So that is what I'll do. So I will end this video off with me making a cappella cover 3 weeks or 4 weeks before I start T. Stay creative, my fellow foxes, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, on to the singing. Here I am, this is me. I come into this world so wild and free. Here I am, so young and strong, right here in the place where I belong. It's a new world, it's a new start. It's alive with the beating of your heart. It's a new day in a new land, and it's waiting for me. Here I am. Oh, it's a new world. It's a new start. It's alive with the beating of your heart. Yeah, it's a new day in a new land, and it's waiting for me. Here I am.